10 reasons the USA is not as bad as everyone claims. Think twice before you leave. So you're ready to dip out of the United States. You've got one foot on the plane, one eye on TikTok expats living their best $400 a month lives in Thailand, and your brain is screaming, "I can't take another election year, Karen." You've bookmarked top 10 countries for Americans to move to, watched travel vloggers who only show sunsets and smoothies, and convinced yourself that Portugal is just Florida with better pastries. But slow your escape plan, jet setter, because today we're digging deep into a spicy, possibly controversial truth bomb. The USA is not as bad as everyone claims. Yep. Unpack that suitcase. This is 10 reasons the USA is not as bad as everyone claims. Think twice before you leave. Bring your popcorn, your opinions, and maybe a little humility, because this might just change your mind. Reason 1. The US economy. Still the big dog of the planet. You know what's wild? People complain the US is falling apart, while ordering DoorDash from an iPhone made by a Silicon Valley startup that just IPO'd. Let's talk money. Yes, prices are up. Yes, your rent makes you cry. But the US economy is still the largest in the world. Like, by a lot. We produce over $27 trillion a year in GDP. That's trillion with a T, like time to stop pretending Canada is cheaper. While other countries are dealing with sky-high youth unemployment and currencies backed by vibes, America's still hiring baristas, programmers, and part-time candle makers on Etsy. And if you're entrepreneurial, the US is a playground. You can start a side hustle in the morning and get 5 sales by dinner. You don't even have to wear pants. So yeah, it's not perfect, but broken America still often means owning a smartphone, a car, and 3 Netflix logins. Reason 2. Free speech, the loud, unfiltered national sport. Let's get real. Americans love to talk. Loudly, frequently. Even when we have nothing valuable to say, we say it anyway. And guess what? That's a feature, not a bug. In the US, you can criticize the government, post angry rants on social media, protest in front of City Hall, or call a senator a soggy Cheeto, and you won't disappear in the night. That's freedom of speech. You don't have to tiptoe around authoritarian laws or worry that your meme will get you deported. Here, you can be wrong, weird, annoying, or even just plain dumb. Legally. Yes, sometimes it feels like a circus, but it's a circus where you get to choose your clown costume. In some countries, silence isn't just golden, it's survival. In America, silence is rare, because someone is always podcasting. Reason 3. American pop culture. Global brainwashing, in a good way. Let's face it, whether you love or hate the US, you're still watching us. Our music? Global. Our movies? Everywhere. Our memes? Contagious. From Stranger Things to Taylor Swift, from Marvel movies to YouTubers who review cereal, American culture dominates the global stage like a sequined Beyoncé halftime show. Even people who say they hate America still binge American shows, wear Nike, and try to talk like they're in a Quentin Tarantino film. Why? Because US culture is addictive. It's loud, shiny, dramatic, emotional, meme-worthy, and people eat it up. America isn't just a country. It's a vibe, a genre, and a TikTok trend rolled into one. Reason 4. Diversity like you've never seen or tasted before. If the US had a slogan, it'd be, "Now featuring everyone." The US is so diverse, you could travel to 10 different neighborhoods and feel like you visited 10 different countries without ever leaving your zip code. We've got Vietnamese po shops next to Cuban sandwich spots, across from Ethiopian coffee houses, all staffed by people who greet you in perfect English or cheerful Spanglish. Churches next to synagogues, next to halal food trucks, next to yoga studios that play trap music. You can be anyone here. You can wear a hijab, a cowboy hat, or a Pikachu onesie, and someone will still ask if you want a rewards card. That's not just tolerance, it's cultural chaos in the best way. Other countries have traditions. America has options. Reason 5. Innovation is in our bloodstream. You know that app you use to avoid talking to people, order food, find a date, pay your rent, and remind you to hydrate. Yeah, probably invented in America. The US doesn't just innovate, it obsesses over it. We gave the world the internet, GPS, electric cars, artificial intelligence, a talking fridge that yells when you eat at 2 a.m. We invent fast, we fail faster. But we always bounce back like a caffeinated raccoon with a prototype. You can start a company here with 0 degrees, no experience, and 1 viral idea, and end up being interviewed by Forbes in 6 months. America believes in wild ideas. Other countries say, that's risky. We say, let's make a Netflix documentary about it. Reason 6, the healthcare paradox. It's broken and brilliant. Okay, we hear you. Yes, American healthcare is expensive. Yes, your hospital bill looks like it was calculated by NASA. But, and this is a big but, when it works, it's world class. We're talking leading cancer treatments, groundbreaking surgeries, biotech revolutions, hospitals that look like luxury hotels and smell like hand sanitizer. People fly here from all over the globe to get treated by doctors trained at places like Johns Hopkins and the Mayo Clinic. No one's flying to France for a gallbladder removal, okay? And while the system needs reform, the quality of care is often unmatched. Plus, the innovation coming out of our health system literally saves lives everywhere. So yeah, you'll pay for it, but you'll also survive your appendix trying to betray you during brunch. Reason 7, nature, so epic. It looks photoshopped. The US has more landscapes than your desktop background folder. Snowy mountains? Yep. Deserts with cacti taller than your hopes? Absolutely. Lakes the size of countries? We got those too. Oh, and active volcanoes, swamps, and beaches that look like desktop screensavers? Check, check, and check. You want variety? Try hiking Yosemite, skiing in Colorado, paddleboarding in Florida, and sunbathing in Malibu, all in 1 week. You could spend your entire life exploring the 50 states and still not see it all. And while other countries have great scenery, they don't have this much of it, this accessible, with this much BBQ nearby. Reason 8, you can reinvent yourself anytime, no questions asked. In America, your life isn't locked in at 18. You can go from barista to business owner, from accountant to influencer, from failed SoundCloud rapper to real estate mogul in 6 months, and nobody blinks. You don't need to ask permission to change careers, move states, start over, or pivot your entire life philosophy to something you saw on a podcast. The US doesn't just allow reinvention, it celebrates it. Every washed-up celebrity gets a comeback. Every college dropout becomes a CEO, and every retiree launches a YouTube channel about RV life. Other countries value consistency. America values plot twists. Reason 9, American humor is a national defense strategy. In America, humor isn't just entertainment, it's therapy with a laugh track. We roast everything, our government, our schools, our food portions, each other. Even tragedies get turned into stand-up bits, late-night monologues, or dark memes before the dust even settles. And you know what? It helps. Because if you can't laugh through the chaos, you'll cry. And crying doesn't get likes. Comedy here is raw, fearless, and weird. Where else can you legally say, I identify as emotionally unavailable, and get a book deal? Reason 10, Americans fix stuff, even when they break it. First, yes, we have problems. Big ones. But here's the thing. Americans are obsessed with fixing things. Protests, movements, lawsuits, reforms, GoFundMes, TikToks, community organizing. We never stop pushing for better. We yell, we march, we sue, we tweet. And slowly, sometimes painfully, we improve. Think about it. The same country that invented slavery also invented civil rights. The same system that created income inequality also birthed countless millionaires from nothing. It's messy, it's complicated, it's American. We don't wait for permission. We demand change. Loudly, annoyingly, relentlessly. Let's keep it real. No country is perfect. But the US still offers something rare. The space to speak, grow, create, fail, rebuild, and dream. All in the same week. It's flawed, it's loud, it's stressful. But it's also powerful, weirdly beautiful, and still full of possibility. So before you pack your bags and flee to a country just because they have universal healthcare and cute architecture, think twice. Because America isn't dying. It's just arguing with itself at a volume that breaks glass. If you made it this far, congrats. You're now 12% more patriotic. Hit that like button, drop a comment. What do you secretly love about the US? And subscribe for more truth bombs, travel myths, and existential jokes. God bless the internet. And maybe, just maybe, God bless America.